Hey everyone, my name is Joe Dobbins, and today I'm going to be talking about Spotify, whether it's the music industry's friend or foe. So, a little introduction that I have. So, the issue that we're talking about is whether the music streaming apps and software and what their effect is on the music industry. Brought about was whether music streaming apps or websites is hurting the music industry. And my personal opinion that I found is no, they actually help artists in various direct and indirect ways. So, a little bit of background that I'll be sharing with you guys is that many big name artists like Taylor Swift, Radiohead, and Ed Sheeran have recently made their opinions on the marriage of the recent success of the somewhat free music streaming software Spotify and their own music a prominent point of discussion within the music industry today. So for my first supporting point, I wanted to bring up whether music streaming is changing the industry for better or for worse. So just for an example that someone can relate to, Ed Sheeran was the first artist to have a song which was Thinking Out Loud, and it was the first ever in Spotify history to reach 500 million streams. A lot of the artists that have been talking badly about Spotify, like Taylor Swift, they don't think that they're making enough money from this when, according to Spotify's own figures, they make about 0.007 cents for every stream on average. So with just the one song alone from Ed Sheeran, so the 500 million streams, Ed Sheeran received $3.4 million. Another big thing is that with the music industry, consumers are going to run the industry whether the musicians like it or not. So these consumers will go to these services because they provide what people want. It's almost all of the music all the time and at a price which isn't crippling if you go the free way, or you can go for a premium rate of $10 a month. One of the Spotify's executives quote, "Our freemium business exists for one reason. It's the only way to grow paid users." So right now, Spotify has 75 million subscribers. 55 million aren't paying, so they use this quote freemium, which is you get about 9 to 10 songs before you have to listen to an ad for about a minute, and then you go back to listening to whatever music you want. And there are 20 million subscribers which pay the premium rate of about $10 a month. My second supporting claim is that with the music streaming software, you gain fans where you didn't expect it before. So with listening to music streaming, say you'll be listening to one of your favorite artists, and then up pops something on the side that, hey, maybe you'll like this artist that's really similar to it. So one of the quotes that really popped out to me was Spotify doesn't sell music, it sells access to it. So when I first came across this, it really spoke to me as to why I spend the $10 a month for Spotify every month. I have access to 16 million songs. I have access to all my different spectrums of music that I like, whether it be jazz, rock and roll, hip hop, punk, and I get to just learn about all these different and new musicians that are up and coming, or I can still listen to the classics every day. But for the like of artists like Taylor Swift, who campaign against Spotify and not allowing to broadcast her music, it kind of hides the fact of people that want to listen to her music, and it's more money focused instead of pleasure focused. So another line from that'll help support this claim is from The Atlantic, and the title of the article is "Spotify Isn't Killing Record Sales." So one of their main things was that they said technology, as anyone with a phone or computer can attest, has made it easier than ever for artists to get their music to their audience. So like I said before, it's all about the convenience for the consumer. They're going to make the industry what they want it today. So whether or not that Taylor Swift gives access to people through Spotify for their music, they're still going to find a way around it and listen to her music whether she likes it or not. So whether it be free through YouTube or pirated software, they're going to be able to listen to her music. And going back, so my third supporting point is the music streaming software and stuff minimizes piracy. So what I got from one of the sources that I said, it says an additional argument to the artists that complain they aren't being paid enough from Spotify, they're single-handedly diminishing piracy of their music, which results in no money for them. So in the end, would you rather have some money like Ed Sheeran, or would you rather have no money in terms of not allowing it and having piracy? So with that being said, my conclusion is that music streaming software helps fans directly, and it also helps the musicians directly and indirectly, whether they like it or not. Thanks.